So I've been cubing for quite a long time, and I've tried various different methods to solve the 3x3, beginning with the beginner's method, obviously, and then I moved on to what was known as the Friedrich method, which I guess evolved into CFOP. But then I also tried Roux, found out I was pretty bad at it, and now I've been looking into ZZ. I've been getting really into the theoretical approaches to solving the cube much more efficiently, because when I try CFOP, it is a complete mess. So I figured if I can kind of analyze the cube as much as possible and make it as easy for myself as I can to solve, it might make me a little bit faster. So in today's video, I'm going to be walking through a ZZ solve, and I don't know how it's going to go because I've been learning ZZ for about 2 weeks. I don't even know if this is the correct way to do it, but I'm going to give it a go. This is in no way meant to be a tutorial, I guess. It's more me laying out what I'm currently working on to see if other people interested in ZZ might want to give it a go. Please don't take this as a pro speed cuber giving advice, because I am so far from that. I'm just about getting sub 30 with this method I'm about to show you, so I'm in no way good at ZZ, but I am just getting used to it, and I'm gonna show you what I mean now. So the scramble is on screen right here, so you can follow along if you want to. You can let me know just how bad a solve this is, but we're going to be breaking it down and looking at it now. So first step of ZZ is to orient all of your edges. So I always have yellow on top and blue facing me. For those that don't know, the way that you hold the cube affects edge orientation. So I kind of need to commit to one, because that's the only way I can currently identify good and bad edges. So with yellow on top, blue facing, I can see on the top layer we have 2 bad edges. That's this one and this one. At the front we have 2 bad edges, which is these 2, so that makes 4. At the back we have 1 bad edge, which makes 5. And then on the bottom we have 1 bad edge here, so that makes 6 bad edges. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what we want to do is essentially make a pair of 4 in the F or the B layer, so then we can turn those into good edges. So one way I might do this, so we have these 2 here, and we have these 2 here, and then we also have 1 at the bottom. So I might just move the one at the bottom into the front. I'll move this one from the top layer to the front, and then we can convert all of those into good edges with an F move. And then we have this bad edge here in the top right, and then our other bad edge is here, which is the orange one. So we can easily fix that by converting this into a good edge. However, these are all now bad edges. So we're going to replace the one good edge with our bad edge. So now all 4 of these are bad, and then when we move the B layer back, they are all good edges. So now all 12 edges on the cube are considered to be good. So the good thing about ZZ is now that we know we have all good edges, we're able to deduce a lot more information about the pieces at the back. So for example, I know that we have the white and blue edge here, we have the white and orange here, we have the white and red here, but where's the white and green? Now, this could be white and green, and this could be white and green. However, if this was a white and green edge, it would be considered a bad edge, because we can't have white facing to the back for it to be a good edge. So we know that this is a good edge, and we know that this must be the white and green, and it is, because there's no other configuration where this could be a good edge and white and green. I hope that makes sense. So we essentially want to build the belt here. So we want the blue center, blue and white edge, white center, white and green edge, green center. So we know we have these 2 here. They're both now good edges. So I guess the way I would do this is just pop the white and green at the bottom, do a D2, do an R2, do a D prime. And now we have this belt here. So I've not really had to do this yet, which is great, because I knew that this was the edge that I needed. And you can also figure that out, I guess, during inspection, but I'm a little bit shaky at inspection at the moment. So once I make all of my good edges, I then sort of need to re-inspect. So it's really nice to have that kind of certainty with all of the good edges. So the interesting thing about solving F2L now is that we have kind of completely open layers here. We can essentially do whatever we want with the L, U, and R faces. So that's great. So what are we going to do? Well, a quick inspection shows that we don't have any essentially good blocks or anything to deal with. So I guess I'm just going to look for the easiest pairs. So I see these two here. This is white, orange, and blue, and then orange and blue. And because we don't have to restore anything at the moment, because this is a completely free layer, I can pair this up really easily, just like that. And then we want to pair this up with the corresponding edge, which is, funnily enough, in a really convenient place for us. So we're just going to do a U and an L. Done. We've now solved our first F2L pair and edge. So what can we do next? Is there anything easy we can build here? Not really. I mean, we can pair up this edge with this corner quite easily by doing a U2 and an R2. And then we can insert this much in the same way that we did here, by putting in the edge first, opening up the slot, and then inserting. That does unfortunately have the effect of putting this corner down here. So I suppose what I'm going to do next is insert this pair, which is quite conveniently popped up for us. So let's do that. And that's brought out this corner. We have a bit of a horrible case here where the edge is already in and the corner's not really ideal for us. So we're just gonna have to pair this up much as you would with normal F2L and then insert. So that's F2L done. And now we're on to the last layer. So it's 2-look last layer for me. So that's just our OLL algorithm. And then we have an R-perm there. And we're solved. So that's ZZ for me, at least. There are so many different things. There's ZZ, ZB, ZBLL, whatever. I really don't understand it. So again, please don't take any of this as sincere fact. And if anyone does have any guidance on what I just did, let me know. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing with my solves recently. Still very much a beginner with ZZ or whatever this is. And I'm hoping to get to sub 20 at some point in the near future. And I will be doing a full video on my transition from CFOP into ZZ. Pretty much algorithm-less. I've not learned any new algorithms for this. It's pretty much just intuitive F2L and then an OLL with the cross built and then a PLL. I know there's a much more efficient way to do that. I just don't want to learn new algorithms at the moment. So anyway, give it a go if you fancy it. I know a lot of people are resistant to ZZ because CFOP is so deeply ingrained in the cubing community, but it is really fun. It's opened my eyes to a new way of looking at the cube, and it's really efficient not having to do rotations. I absolutely love that. Well, yeah, have a great day. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.